Thanks, Steve. Let me join Steve in again welcoming everybody to the Evergreen 2017 Partnership Conference. We're really glad you're here. As I've grown older, the whole concept of a bucket list has become more interesting to me. You know, that's the list of things that you want to do before you can't do them anymore. For some, it might be parachute out of an airplane. For others, it might be run a marathon. Still others want to make that trip to Europe with the spouse, or even run with the bulls in Pamplona, Spain. Believe it or not, there's even a website out there called www.bucketlist.org where you can get ideas for your own bucket list. And of course, it's all tied to social media, so you can develop a support group and share your successes and all of that. It strikes me that at the heart of a personal bucket list is the realization is that there's an end point. I mean, that's really, if you think about it, that's why they call it a bucket list. It's all those things you want to do before you kick the proverbial bucket. I think it's cool to have a bucket list. I have one, and I can assure you I did not go to a website to think it up. Now, I think companies and organizations should also have a bucket list. The great thing about a bucket list for a company, though, is it doesn't have to be stuff you need to do before the end. As a matter of fact, a company bucket list can be the things you do to ensure a healthy future. So when I think about the announcement that Steve just made about teaming up with Total Tool, that's a bucket list item. Steve decided that the future of Bailey Tools and Safety was best served by joining forces with a fellow Evergreen member. He's taking steps now to ensure that his 80-year-old family business will have the resources to compete in this rapidly changing industry for the foreseeable future. And he'll be there to make it happen. We've seen other Evergreen members make similar decisions in recent years. For other members, that bucket list moment may be handing the reins over to the next generation. We are seeing that across many of the members as new leadership steps up to take control. And this is as it should be. If you've been to STAFTA lately, it's not hard to notice that the industry is graying. This is driving the paces of mergers and acquisitions on both the distributor and the manufacturer sides of the ball. And it's inevitable. This inevitable industry transition is a primary driver of why Evergreen does what we do. One of our areas of focus is to ensure that our members prepare themselves and their people for the future through an ongoing and consistent professional development program. In our early years, when we were young, our training effort focused largely on product and application designed to help folks sell more. As we've progressed, our focus has expanded to include selling skills and more recently, leadership development training. In the past 3 years, we have invested heavily in the leadership development in an effort to provide our members with the tools they need to prepare the next generation. In 2016, we opened up that programming to our preferred suppliers and the independent rep community. I firmly believe that our efforts have produced the stunning results we have seen as a group. Let me just share a few of these results. First, total revenues are up 11.7% over 2015, and our compound average growth rate since 2012 is 11.1%. Purchases from our preferred suppliers are at an all-time high. On average, Evergreen members are doing business with 65 or 56 preferred suppliers, and about 1/3 of the membership does business with more than 65 preferred suppliers. We held 32 training events in 2016 with a total of 572 participants. 36 individuals earned recognition as a certified tool specialist at last year's partnership conference. And we'll see another 37 cross the stage later today. We will also see 12 earn recognition as certified operations specialists and another 5 as safety specialists. Evergreen members completed 25,456 online training courses in 2016. This is 2/3 more than the year prior. Nearly 350 factory direct and independent manufacturer sales reps were recognized in 2016 for their efforts around planning for profit. 2016 was another great year on a string of 6 consecutive great years. And we expect 2017 to be another fantastic year for the group. We've had several new preferred suppliers and new members have been added to the group in recent years, or recent months, that will help drive the growth of the organization and bring new blood and energy into the group. We will continue to build on our professional development and leadership development programming. But there are many challenges we'll need to face going forward. Amazon and other internet players will increasingly put pressure on margins. Individually and as a group, we will need to make strategic investments in technology in an effort to be easy to do business with in the future. Our members will need to adjust to the changing behavior of the new buyer. But one thing I don't see changing is the need for a vibrant and profitable independent channel of distribution. Internet sellers like Amazon will not pioneer a new product by going into the field and doing demonstrations and driving demand. Who else will introduce a new fastening technology to the contractor community? Who else is going to demonstrate the newest generation of tools? For these reasons, it is incumbent upon the manufacturers in this room to clearly differentiate between the value offered by independent Evergreen members and what you get from internet sellers and national chains. We are all in this together. That's why we're here today. Now, I started off talking about bucket lists. My personal bucket list for Evergreen is to help our members be the best prepared group of independent distributors to meet the challenges of tomorrow. If I could add to your bucket lists, it would be to find new and better ways to work even closer together. That's how we can all keep this moving forward. Now, before I wrap up, I think it's important to reflect on the passing of our dear friend and Evergreen founder, Bob Brady of Acme Construction Supply. Bob Brady died last August at the age of 92. He was a respected leader and considered a legend in the construction supply industry. In 1953, Bob founded West Pacific Sales, which was eventually bought by Acme Construction in 1971. There he joined forces with another industry pioneer, Dick Bader, and over the years built a company that proved to be a dynamic force entering and exiting various local markets. Bob's tenacity and entrepreneurial spirit also led him to help found Evergreen Marketing Group with our 5 other founders in 1989. Now, Bob was a big supporter of training and education throughout his career, and he was very interested in what the group was doing to help members improve their people. It's for this reason that the Acme team has established the Bob Brady Memorial Scholarship to support an Evergreen member each year to participate in our training programs. We'll announce the first recipient of the Bob Brady Scholarship following lunch. Now, when I think about Bob and our other founders, I'm compelled to paraphrase that quote from Isaac Newton. It goes, "If we have seen further than others, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." I want to thank you for your time today. We'll have some lunch. We'll come back up and do some awards after lunch. Thank you.